Monster Blood. This is, this is a book that started the longest, the had the most books in the series of Goosebumps, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Monster Blood has appeared on toys. Yeah, it appears in the later Goosebumps books, like the books in the later series. Yeah. And now let's take a look at the book that started it all. Monster Blood. So what's the plot? So basically you have this boy named Evan Ross, and he's staying with his great aunt Catherine while his parents are house hunting in Atlanta. Well, Evan's dad has been transferred to Atlanta, and so he's staying with Aunt Catherine for 2 weeks. However, Catherine is deaf and has refused to learn sign language or lip read. Yeah. And to make, yeah, she's weird, Aunt Catherine. Yeah. So Evan gets dropped off there along with his dog Trigger. Yeah. Yeah, and he's a cat Evan there named Sarah Beth. Yeah. And then later he meets a girl named Andrea who goes by the name Andy. So yeah, they go into town and go into an old toy store and find this can of a stuff called Monster Blood. The shopkeeper tries to persuade them not to buy Monster Blood, but they buy it anyway. Yeah, and yeah, pretty soon weird and evil things start happening with Monster Blood. Like it starts growing bigger and bigger. Yeah. And yeah, Trigger eventually eats some of the Monster Blood. Yeah, and he gets bigger, grows huge. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep, and oh, then there's these two bully boys. Yeah, they get swallowed up by the Monster Blood. Yep. Yeah. And then it eventually gets out of control, the Monster Blood. Evan and Andy try to figure out how to stop it. Yep. And then it's revealed later on that the cat, Sarah Beth, has something to do with the Monster Blood. I won't spoil it. Yeah. And they're basically trying to stop it from getting out of control. So that's essentially Monster Blood. So the positives. I do like the concept of Monster Blood, this green stuff that grows and consumes anything. It's kind of like the Blob in some way, although it's not as dark as the Blob, Monster Blood. Yeah, and I do kind of like the setting of this house that Aunt Catherine lives in. It's neat. It's a neat setting. Yep. Yeah. And the negatives. Well, it's just a slight negative, and that's Evan himself. He can be really whiny at times, Evan. Yeah. And he's a little feisty. Yep. Yep. Oh, and another negative is why would Evan's parents leave Evan in the care of someone who is deaf and has refused to learn sign language or lip read? I mean, that's absolutely bonkers to me. Yep. Uh-huh. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about Monster Blood. I mean, it's a engaging read. I'll give it that, but I would say it deserved like 3 sequels. That I wouldn't say it. It didn't deserve 3 sequels. This book. Yeah. I'll eventually cover the other books in this series. Yep. Um. Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for watching and subscribe.